Hey everyone, welcome to Stop and Stare Media. If you're tuning into this very first video, I want to congratulate you for making it here and for following the guide. Today we're going to be optimizing your Instagram profile. I'm going to be taking you through what it would look like if you were to start a brand new Instagram account from scratch. Like literally, you just signed up for an account and you popped out onto Instagram. If you have already set up your Instagram, there's still going to be great advice. Going to be teaching you, some tips and tricks that you may be able to add to make your Instagram profile look a little more nice and fancy. So, without further ado, I'm going to share my screen and should be sharing in a couple of seconds. Here we are. So, I'm going to go over to Instagram. So this is my Stop and Stare Media page. The only thing that I've done that you wouldn't have here is that I added my name. But what we're going to do is we're going to press Edit Profile. Edit Profile. So this is how it would look. For your name, depending on if you're building your personal brand or you're building up your business, it should be whatever your business name is. So in my case, Stop and Stare Media. But on my personal account, it's John Mendez, CT Realtor and Investor, because my personal account is mainly real estate related. So I want people to know that I'm a realtor and investor in Connecticut. All right. The first thing we're going to do is that we're going to change our profile. We're just going to add profile photo. We're going to choose from library if you're, so that's mine. I'm going to change that eventually, but for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to stick with that one. The next one, your username. Your username should be either your name or the name of your business and what you guys do. So my keyword is media. So Stop and Stare Media. The next thing is that it's important is your website. For your website, I usually have a link tree. You need to have one of these websites that connects to multiple different other links. That way, you can have one website that connects to everything and people can find all your stuff easily. Because with social media, it only allows you to use one link. So you want to make sure that that one link, unless you want everyone to go to a very specific page, has, all the information of where people can get to you. So this, with my link tree, people can get in touch with, booking my consultations. They can get my free resources. They can get my podcast. They can get all my other social media accounts. So make sure to have a link and your website that connects to all your platforms. Next, in your bio, we're going to open that. You only have 150 characters for your bio. And if you notice, there's not an enter sign. I also have the Spanish keyboard, which is doesn't have anything to do with it, but there's not an enter sign. So you want to actually write your bio in your notes section, right? So it should always be an emoji and then a sentence after it, right? For every bullet point, I guess you could say. And so your very first bullet point, you want to be your one-liner. And you want people to know immediately as soon as they look at your profile what it is that you do. So at least for this page, my slogan or slash one-liner is helping entrepreneurs explode their influence. Right underneath that, you want to put a location if can service people anywhere because you have an online business or anything. You don't have to put your location. You could put something else, something about you maybe. And then you want to keep it simple and have a call to action. And you want to have, if you look at the emoji, it's a finger pointing down. You can also have an arrow pointing down, but something pointing down because right underneath that last line is going to be the website that you linked in your profile. I'm going to copy that. And then we're going to go back to Instagram. Click on it, hit paste, and now you have your bio. Right? The next thing that you want to do is you want to switch to a professional account. Right? This is going to be very important because that's going to allow you to get access to insights. So we're going to click on switch to professional account. This is how it's going to pop up. Hit continue, hit continue, hit continue again. And now it asks me what best describes me. So for this one, social media agency. For my personal page, it's real estate agent, and for my podcast page, it's podcast. So find something that best describes you. hit done. Then once that finally loads, it's gonna ask you if you're a business account or a creator account. I always recommend being a creator account just because it allows you to have more freedom and flexibility when it comes to posting and the types of audios that you can do. There's a lot more restrictions in terms of the audios that you can do when you're a business account, just because I believe it's like licensing and trademark issues and things like that. But when you're a creator account, you're able to pretty much use virtually any and all audios. So I would recommend doing a creator account. Once that finished loading, it should give you this prompt right here. And so we're just gonna go right through to complete your profile. So for whatever reason, here we go. It's gonna prompt me to put my profile photo in again. Choose from library. Done. Website wants me to put my website in again, so I'm just gonna go back and put my link tree. And I'm doing all this live, so please bear with me. Boom, link tree is there. And then I'm just gonna click done. Once that loads, we're just gonna go back and hit the X in the, or next, hit the X in the top right corner. So now your page should look, once it loads, a little something like this. Now you look a little more serious, like you got something going. From here, what you want to do is you want to see where your profile picture is. You want to add something to your story, right? You can now share posts and stories to Facebook automatically. We're going to share posts and stories. So now I have a story up, if you can see. The beauty of adding stories is that it then allows you to create a highlight. So if you click on your story and you look at this bottom, the second to last widget on the right hand side, the bottom right, it says highlight. You add the highlight, and now the title of it, it could be, I'm going to put me, because this is a photo of me. And then now if you look back on your profile, your highlights will be shared down here below. Now, this is pretty much all you need for the most part to make you start looking official. A couple other tips that you can do, if you go back to edit profile, and you go, I believe if it's to page right here under profile information, if you click there, you can connect a Facebook page that you have. So if you have a business page, if you're a realtor, or another page for your business, you can connect your page as easy as that, and then hit done. Whoops. Once you hit done, that would automatically connect. That way when you post, it can go from your Instagram account automatically to your Facebook account, so you don't have to manually post on both. For contact options, here you could put your email. So mine is stopandstare1@gmail.com. If you don't want people to email you, you could put your number. If you don't want people to email you or text you or call you, you could always just leave it blank. It's not mandatory, but this just gives people an option. And then profile display is the last thing. You want to display contact info. You also want to display your category label so that people can see you. And then the very last thing after that, that's pretty much it. So now you have, access to your insights right here in the middle, because you are a creator account now. Or you would have this as well if you're a business account, and it shows you all your posts and everything. And so once you, fully optimize your page, it would look something along the lines of something like this, where I have my photo. You see John Mendez _ realtor, John Mendez for my name, Connecticut realtor and investor. Right under that, it says I'm a real estate agent. Read my bio. I help people build wealth through real estate in Connecticut. And then I have a little bit about me, which is I'm fluent in Spanish. I link my podcast page just because I want my podcast to grow as well. And then a call to action right below leading to the link. And then if you see my highlights, they're all red. They all have the same font and they all have the same tilt. You want all your covers for your highlights to look identical so it can stay on brand. Right underneath that is you see my post. If you can look, my top 3 posts are pinned to the top. So once you actually begin making content, take a look at which of your content is doing the best, performing the best, and then pin them. So whenever someone opens up your account, the first pieces of content that they see is pretty much your very best content. So that's pretty much all for when it comes to optimizing your Instagram profile. Make sure to comment done in the underneath this post so I can make sure that you actually finish and that you optimize the profile. If you want to take it the extra step, screenshot your page on Instagram and actually post it in the comment section and done underneath. So thank you guys for just tuning in and taking the time to walk through and hopefully optimize your Instagram profile. Hopefully you learned a couple things just from watching this quick short video, and I look forward to seeing you guys finish all the guides.